A very good evening. It's been announced today that work will soon start on Bristol's new sporting and entertainment arena. The £200 million sporting quarter plans were delayed following an objection, but now that challenge has been dismissed by the High Court.
Well, for the latest, we can cross live to our sports correspondent, Ross Arnott, who's at the SGS Arena in Filton. Ross, this really has been a long time coming, but great news for the future of the sports in this area.
Yeah, good evening, Alex and Seb. You're absolutely right. Fantastic step forward for basketball here in Bristol, and that's why we've come down to the SGS Arena tonight. It's Bristol Flyers' first match of the season. But in regards to the plans and the reason why we're here, yeah, it's official. Work will start soon on that new arena as part of the Ashton Gate sporting quarter. Now, that will include a 5,000-seater arena that will be the home of the Bristol Flyers men and hopefully Bristol Flyers basketball team of the women's side as well as we move forward. But also it will be a host of sort of cultural events. So that will mean concerts and gigs, and it will help bring a lot of money in to the local economy. Now, I was out in the area earlier on today. I spoke to a lot of residents there and business owners, and they seemed overwhelmingly positive about this latest development.
We've been watching it for a while. Look, it's going to be great to have a large sporting event around here. We've got the rugby, we've got the football. If it adds more, let's talk about hotel parking. Look, I think they're putting the infrastructure in, so it looks quite good.
Sounds great. Provides more place for people to see events and join in sporting events around Bristol, which, yeah, sounds good.
Well, I think that's amazing because I think the only gig place I can think of is O2. And that's not that big. So if they're building something that houses all of that stuff, that's amazing. That's more efficient as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear there a lot of people very, very happy these plans are going to finally come to fruition. I mean, they first came to the fore in 2018. That's 6 years ago. People have been waiting an awfully long time, and they've been playing their games here in front of just 750 fans, the Bristol Flyers. But since they started playing, basketball has grown immensely here in the region. And I spoke to Corey Samuels, who was brought up here in Bristol and came through the club's academy side, about what the potential move means for him and the team.
Well, for me, just to be in the arena, I mean, it's going to be surreal, first and foremost. I remember when we were in this arena when I was about 7 years old. We didn't have this many seats. It was a completely different atmosphere. So seeing the jump from that to now, and then what the actual full stadium is going to be like, is going to be crazy.
And to go from 750 fans here to a 5,000-seater stadium, what does that make you feel like?
I mean, that's the best news of it all, because I think across the country, across the league, everyone knows we have the best fans already. So imagine timesing that by about like 8 times or whatever it is. It's just going to be a crazy atmosphere, and we just can't wait for it.
Yeah, I think his feelings echoed by a lot of the other team. He'll be hoping that they're still here by the time work does officially start and is finished on that new arena. Now, ahead of the game tonight, I'm pleased to say I can be joined by the Flyers CEO, Lisa Knights. Thank you very much for your time. This development is going to be brilliant for Bristol, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, it feels like it has been a tremendously long time in coming, but we are finally there. Legal challenges removed, and we will get underway next year.
It's going to be fantastic. And I mean, to have, the Bristol Flyers and Bristol Bears, obviously, and Bristol City as well, all in the same area, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's always been the aspiration to bring the Flyers, what we're going to say is home, and I say we as Ashton Gate, because that's been the critical path for Flyers, is to be able to have an arena that's big enough to be able to sustain the club in the long term. And as you said, SGS College has been a wonderful home for the last decade. But the demand is so great that we could sell this place out 3, 4, 5 times over. And that's what the arena will provide us with. And it'll give us the opportunity to bring basketball home alongside our rugby union and our football teams at BS3.
I mean, that's it. We've just been looking at pictures there of the site. It's going to be a lot of work, but obviously at the end of it, an event for a place where we can have events and gigs as well. That's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a sporting quarter. It's to be a whole sporting hub of sports events, but also, as you say, all other types of events, musical, entertainment, sports and conferencing as well. We'll have the hotel alongside it, which, of course, Bristol needs more hotels. So to have a hotel on site as well opens up a whole new opportunity, not just for basketball, but for the event side as well.
And just finally, in a few words, when will work officially start?
I said I wouldn't say an actual date, but it will start at some point next year. I suspect if I was betting, I'd be saying towards the end of summer, beginning of autumn, work will get underway.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much and congratulations. Best of luck tonight obviously, big step forward for Bristol and hopefully a big step forward for the first match of the season here later.
Yeah, it really is a big step forward. Ross, thank you very much. Ross Arnott reporting there. Do let us know what you make of the whole project. It'll be great to hear your views on this one. Right, let's bring you some other news tonight.